Working some push-ups for this exercise, and we're getting some assistance from the bench just to create a little bit of elevation, and this will make the push-up fairly easy. Just make sure you're cautious enough not to tip the bench over. Your turn to try this one. Reverse fly with a pulse for this one. So lying on the bench in a prone position, arms are extended, soft straight, and all we're doing is we're lifting up, getting that reverse fly in, and we're pulsing with it as well. Now you can see as I lift, I'm also lifting my chest, so we're really getting inside that back. Your turn to try it. Using the tip of the bench for some triceps dips for this exercise. Now you can see I'm doing it with straight legs so that I can't cheat, and you've just got to make sure that your butt stays really close to your hand. We don't want to cause any excess pressure in the rotator cuffs. Your turn to try this one. Let's grab a pair of dumbbells for this next segment. Dumbbell chest press for this exercise. So you want to make sure you start off with your lower back pinned right up against the bench. So you want to make sure it doesn't arch up. And then you're going to bring your arms down nice and wide. Elbow to elbow should be a straight line. And then you're going to press up in a nice vertical thrust. Very important to have control over your movement. Your turn to try it. Let's go. close grip press or triceps press for this one. So you can see I've lifted my head in order to engage my core and support my back, but you could do it with your head on the bench as well. The important thing is keep your elbows tucked in and make sure the dumbbells are pressed against each other, and we're just going to push up in a straight vertical line and then return it to your chest. Your turn. Seated shoulder press. Now, it's really important to start this one with a very solid base. So you want to make sure you've got ample weight on your feet. You've got to make sure that your legs are apart enough so that they're nicely supported. And then you want to push up and really maintain your spine. Keep neutral spine throughout this. Push up with your hands until you've got the dumbbells all the way up with soft straight elbows, and then return them with your elbows dropping by your side. Your turn to try this one. standing horizontal press for this exercise. So we're going to start off using the one dumbbell, making sure your elbows are tucked in nicely, and we're going to bring the dumbbell all the way to our chest. Make sure your elbows are by your rib cage, and then we're going to press horizontally, and we're going to press straight out until you've got straight arms. Good amount of anterior shoulders in this particular exercise, and then as you're pushing out, you really have to use your core to maintain your position. Try and keep your knees slightly bent to protect your back, and stay nice and vertical throughout this exercise. Your turn to try it. Single arm row, nicely supported by the bench for this one. So very important, just release the dumbbell until your arms nice and straight, and then when you pull it up, you want to pull towards your rib cage with your elbows tucked in. Keep your wrists nice and straight and keep your spine neutral as well. Both sides. Your turn. Romanian deadlifts for this one, guys. So making sure your feet are parallel and at shoulder width, and your knees are right over the top of it, so it's nicely supported. You're holding the dumbbells up like it's a barbell, and we're dropping straight down with this one. You want to push back with your bum to make sure your spine's remaining nice and tight and in a neutral position. Your turn to try this one. Your turn to try this one. Your turn to try this one. Working a thruster for this exercise. So this is the traditional version, the bilateral version. So you can see feet are about shoulder width, knees are right on top of it, so we're not pushing the knees out or in. The elbows are dropping right to the top of the knees, and we're pushing up into a palm to palm or neutral grip shoulder press. Let's get you to have a go at this one.
Tonight we will fight for the right to stay alive, 'cause you know we live for the music. We are breathing love. Tonight we will fight for
This one.
Tonight we will fight for the right to stay alive, 'cause you know we live for the music. We are breathing love. Tonight we will fight for the rhythm of our life, and we'll always keep on dancing. We are breathing love. We're fighting for love tonight. We're fighting for love tonight.
Front squat with a single dumbbell for this one. So you can see that I'm starting with my feet parallel at shoulder width and my knees are right over the top so they're not caving in or I'm not adding extra width to it. I'm holding the dumbbell right in front of me just underneath my chin and it's staying there. It's staying stationary throughout the whole exercise. As I drop down, I'm going to try and get my elbows to my quadriceps, which basically marks the perfect lower position in my squat, and then I'm going to lift straight back up. Your turn to try this one. Starting with your arms straight, holding up the dumbbell, we're going to go straight into some dumbbell crunches on the bench. So you've just got to make sure that your lower back remains pinned against your bench, and it's just a nice lift of the shoulder blades whilst keeping your arms nice and straight for this one. Your turn to try it. Well done for getting through your workout today, guys. Let's take a moment to stretch and cool our body back down now. Comment and let us know what you thought of today's workout, and remember to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all the latest workouts.